morning YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, episode number 11 of my Come Back Better series. And in today's episode I'm going to be showing you how I prep and how I organize myself for going away on prep and spending a few days away from home. Hopefully this can be relatable to not only people that follow me that are prepping or have prepped or are going to prep, but also for people who are just dieting and they want to stick to their goals. They want to stay on plan. So I'm heading home today. Today is Friday, for the next 2 days, so I won't be home until late Sunday evening. So I'm going to be doing a lot of meal prep this morning. Not complete meals, but just prepping some bits and bobs for food over the next 2 days, because I am staying with my dad's with my dad's girlfriend, so I am going to have access to, like, for example, a microwave, like some fruit and veg, and also just like a plate and stuff. So this could be relatable to someone who's like going to an Airbnb hopefully, or just staying with friends or family. So anyway, I hope everyone is good. Sorry, I'm actually going to sit down properly. Don't know why I'm sat like an idiot there. I hope everybody enjoyed the last episode. I am currently just about to be 18 weeks out, or is it 17 weeks out? No, 18 weeks out. So I had my check-in with Dan yesterday. My check-in day is a Thursday, so I'll leave some of my photos here for you guys to see. So I was actually down 2 pounds this week, which was cool. We hadn't made any adjustments with the plan so far. I did go out for Hannah's birthday and we went to a day rave, and I did 40,000 steps in one day. So have got to take that into consideration as well, but my weight dropped from that and then came back up. So yeah, we're in a good spot. I was definitely expecting some changes this week, but there is literally no changes. Guys, I'm not doing any cardio still. What is going on? What is going on? It's so weird. Like, obviously I only really have one prep to compare this to. Well, 2 preps, but in both of those preps I was doing cardio. So it just feels really weird not doing cardio. So food is staying the same, steps are staying the same at 10k, and cardio is staying the same at 0. So that's helpful. Also, I'm on a deload. Sorry, I'm just giving a quick prep update before we get into the meal prep. I'm on a deload now, so my sessions were flagging. Like, the last week of sessions have been so terrible. I have been not enjoying the sessions, dragging my ass through the sessions, regressing in pretty much everything, which was just annoying me. Like, my powerlifting background, it just fucking infuriates me when I can't beat numbers and like hit the same numbers. So even though it had only been 7 weeks since my last deload, I spoke to Dan and he said take a small deload of like 4 days and then see how you go on potentially just bringing back my sessions that have more than 11 sets, just bringing it all back to 11 sets. So I'm gonna have a rejig of my program as well. And obviously with Dan, so me and Dan will go through my program and just bring the sets down to like 11 max, and just see whether it's the fact that my volume's quite high. I personally don't feel like my volume is that high, but then I need to remember that my training, when I first started training, yeah, it was like superset mayhem. I was probably doing like 20 sets in a session, but obviously my intensity and the quality of and sort of intent behind my sessions were nowhere near what they are now. So I do need to remember that, number one, like realistically 11 sets per session isn't actually that much for my style of training, is actually quite a lot for my style of training, and also I'm busting my balls in these sessions. So you know, I do train as hard as I possibly can, so that's probably why I need a deload. Anyway, so that's the update. There is really no update. I am 2 pounds down. I'm looking like I still need to lose so much body fat. It's unbelievable, but we'll crack on, we'll keep going. And there's no changes to my meal plan, and I'm on a deload. So let's get into the meal prep. This is what I do when I'm going away for a couple of days. Obviously I follow a meal plan, so I have set meals every day for each meal. But if you didn't have this, you could technically just make a plan of action in terms of what you're eating. So what I'll do is I'll literally, in my head, I'll go through my meals and I'll start with my first meal and I will write down everything that I need to either prep or pack for that meal. So because I'm on a deload, it's quite handy actually. First of all, because I don't have to worry about training over this weekend, and second of all, I'm on the same meals every day. So if I just let that focus, so I've basically just gone through, starting with my meal 1 on a rest day, and I've just noted all the things that I need to either pack or cook. So I haven't actually got too much to do, which is nice. Like my dad's girlfriend has got yogurt for me, she's got berries for me, and she's got veg for me. So I just need to pack these things and I need to cook these things here. So this morning I'm basically gonna get my air fryer on and cook up some potatoes, some chicken. So I've got a pack of chicken to do. I have 3 burgers because I'm literally traveling or away for 3 evenings technically, tonight and Saturday and Sunday. So I've got 3 burgers. By the way, I get mine from Muscle Food, not sponsored. And I'm gonna cook up, or should I say air fry up, some potatoes. So that will be the main bulk of meal prep. I'm also gonna prep some meals for today because I'm driving today. So we'll get these on and we'll start with these. Okay, we are done. That is literally all of my meal prep and all of my organisation of my food done. Just to quickly run you through. So I've done up 3 low-fat burgers. I've done up 60 grams of cheese. 400 grams of potato. No, 450 grams of potato. Fucking hell, my maths. 200 grams of chicken. And then I've got my oats for later on today. And then these are the things that I'm going to be taking with me to the house. Obviously, as I've mentioned, I do have some bits and bobs at hers. But going through my list, everything that I've put down here, I've literally just put in a pile here. So I've got my apples, I've got my wraps, I've got 1 bagel. So I need to try and find some more bagels on my way. A tub of whey protein. I've gone for the Impact Whey, of course, from Perform. I don't even know why I've just called that Impact Whey, because that's definitely not what it's called, but okay. I've got my little squash to take with me, my peanut butter, my banana flavour drops. Then I've got all of my supplements here. So I actually take so basically this would be like another row and it would be like Monday and together. But I've just separated them so that I've got 1 day and then 2 days. Got my Amigas, they're chewable, so I've got to take those separately. My sauce, my pink salt, my baby spoon obviously, and my chocolate. And then I'll also be taking these scales, which by the way, if you watched last episode, you'll know I hate these. If anybody has any recommendations on very accurate scales, I don't mind paying. Let me know, because I feel like this is cheating me sometimes, which is obviously not great. So yeah, that's the setup for my meal prep. Okay, gang. So I'm just on my way to go and get my eyelashes infilled. When I get home, I'm gonna do a little bit of work, edit this video, because as always, G is filming this so late in the week, but feeling good to have my meal prep done. I think that although I am going to someone else's house, and I mean, you could put this in your own context, in you're going to an Airbnb or whatever, technically I could have taken like all of those things with me uncooked and made them at her house. But I feel like, obviously for me, I would always do it anyway because I'm on prep now, but it is another excuse not to stay on plan. So I always feel like if you have everything with you cooked there ready, like for example when I get there tonight, all I have to do is cook up some veg at hers, which is ideal that she's got some, heat up the burger, put some cheese on it, put a bagel in the toaster, throw some chips on the side that I made earlier, done. Rather than thinking, oh my god, I need to grill the burger, I need to cook the potatoes. It just saves time and it saves that excuse, because realistically, I mean, I'm going to be fucking honest here, I didn't always stick to my meal plan when I was traveling on off season. Like for example, I wouldn't take like 0% ketchup with me because fuck that, I'm on off season. And like I went away for a few days, and instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to prep all my meals and keep them in the hotel, I just went downstairs and said, oh, can you cook me a steak and some potatoes? So like there definitely was periods in my off season where I wasn't as on plan with my meal plan when I was traveling than I would be in a prep, obviously. So hashtag no excuses. I always find that if you don't organize yourself, you're just gonna fucking make an excuse. And what's that saying? It's fail to prepare to fail. And that's very, very true. So anyway, I'm gonna go get my eyelashes done in field. I'm gonna leave you with my glute session, which I did on Wednesday this week, which was an interesting session. I hated every minute of it because I just needed that deload basically, but I still filmed it and I'm going to put a little voiceover over on top of it. So enjoy my glute session and I will see you once I've had my lashes done. Hey guys, so a little cheeky voiceover for my session. This is my glute focus session. So I'll start with the abductor machine and I'll actually do 3 sets of like 8 to 12 on here and just work my way up with weight. I love this exercise. I find that if I sit a little closer to the pads, then I get a better connection in my glutes. So that's my first exercise. Really warms up my glutes for the next movement, which is Smith machine hip thrusts. So I really get on with these. I find them a lot more, I connect a lot better with them than the glute drive in this gym. So I'll work my way up to 4 plates, which is my main working set, with a couple of feeler sets, and then I will do 2 sets. So this week I actually progressed in this movement. It's the only movement I progressed in. So I did my 4 plates per side. I think I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it was about 11 or 12 reps, and then I loaded up like a new PB, which I think was like a 210 kilo, so an extra 15 kilo on each side, and then basically that was my top set of like 7 to 8, I think. Moving on to my next exercise, which was leg curls. So again, 2 working sets on here, one of 10 to 12 and one of 6 to 8. Annoyingly, I regressed in this, which was making me fuming, but this is such a nice seated leg curl. I think I've said this before, but I'm currently doing 3 leg curl variations a week. So I swear down, if I don't have hamstrings when I get on stage, I'm going to be fuming. So that was my kind of machine isolation movement for the session. Then we move into leg press, which is obviously something that I haven't been able to do for a while in terms of like pushing to failure, but my quad is feeling good at the moment. So I did actually work these up to basically failure. So 4 plates per side was my first working set. I think I got like 12 to 13 on here.
And then I added, I think it was a 10 off the top of my head on each side, because I knew I was regressing in everything, so I was a little nervous to hit a new PB on this, especially with my quad. So I kept it at my old weight, and I think I added an extra rep or 2 on this, which was nice. Also, I know my hair looks like dog shit in all these videos, so let's just ignore that. Then we went into the split squats, so 2 working sets on here. Absolutely love this machine at Ultimate Fitness Birmingham. Yeah, just split squats on these. I think it's like 6 to 8 on each leg. Breaking in between each leg, because honestly I just have to catch my breath. I'm so unfit, like absolutely rip, RIP me, when I have to go back and do cardio. Anyway, then we finished with 2 working sets, or well, I say 2 working sets, it's basically 2 sets, and then into a little bit of a drop set at the end with just body weight, which is the rounded GHDs. So these are so good for the glutes. As you can see, I'm kind of hanging dead weight over, and then I'm basically just kind of engaging my glutes and driving my hips forwards. And that was my last exercise. And then you're going to see a cheeky hamstring flex. Is it growing? Don't know. We'll see.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what? I just don't know if I like having brown hair anymore, guys. I spoke about this on my Instagram story, but basically I think I'm going to try and go back to blonde. Like, I don't know, I guess I kind of did know, but I also didn't know that, well, it makes sense, but basically when you dye your hair brown, it's not as easy to just dye it back blonde. Like, it's not as easy as it is to dye it to brown. So I don't know, I was just watching back old prep videos like a while ago, and I was like, I miss my blonde hair. I miss my blonde short hair. That's kind of what I want back. So anyway, I have a consultation with somebody in Birmingham next week or the week after about potentially trying to dye my hair back blonde. Oh, I just feel like it's gonna be hell. I don't know, I just hope it goes well. But she's gonna do a strand test, I think, and then we can kind of just see whether I'm gonna be able to get my hair back blonde. But it just means that for my the reason that I started talking about that is because it means that for my shows I'm gonna have blonde hair again, which will be great, because I think I actually preferred blonde hair. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but I'm gonna drink my orange dreamsicles. Orange dreamsicles. Am I saying that right? Orange dreamsicles. That sounds really odd. Anyway, I love this rain flavour. Why do I drink with my pinky like that? I have noticed that. Why do I do that like that? Isn't that what the Queen does? Anyway, right, I'm heading home. Also, I changed my nail colour back to pink. OGs will know I literally used to have baby pink all the time. So the other day I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go back. I actually really rate it again. Alexa, mute. So I'm home, I'm having meal number 2, which is a tuna wrap. Put it in the air fryer today with some salad in there, some green beans, back on the green bean hype, by the way, didn't take very long, did it? And some ketchup. I'd normally have an apple with this as well, but I'm gonna save it for my drive. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit and catch up with some client work and enjoy this. Okay gang, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I'm currently editing it as we speak, and to be honest with you, I actually kind of wanted to chat a little bit about off season and how I found off season and stuff, but I know this video is already like 20 minutes long now, and yeah, like obviously with me prepping the food and stuff, I thought that would be an interesting thing to talk about and hopefully give you guys some ideas, some inspo and some motivation to stay on plan if you're traveling. I am going to be traveling quite a lot in this prep. There's a few weekends away and watching shows, and actually I'd quite like to go on holiday, so definitely not going to be at home for the whole prep. There are going to be a lot of times where I need to do like that, plus potentially even more. So it is what it is. Obviously prep is a choice, and as much as it is kind of an inconvenience having to travel on prep because of everything you have to take with you, once you get into a good like flow with it, it's just part of it. Do you know what I mean? You just have to suck it up, buttercup, and get on with it. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you made it this far, I love you. I really appreciate you guys following along all the way into my competitions this year. So yeah, we're 18 weeks out. I know nothing really interesting has happened yet. To be honest with you, it's kind of like, I don't want to say boring, but like, it's obviously really easy, and I'm just like, oh, when's the hard bit coming? But I know I'm gonna get my fair share of tough times, because we have to bring condition this year, and condition means hell. So I won't moan now. I'll enjoy this for what it is. But yeah, 18 weeks out this weekend, crazy. I'm really looking forward to just dieting down a bit more and actually seeing like my muscles pop and stuff. Dan did say when I checked in this week that my back looks bigger, so I was like, music to my ears. I really hope so. So yeah, we're in a good spot. We're just ticking along, ticking boxes, waiting for the fun bit to come. But until then, it is what it is. We're gonna come back better, guys. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, please make sure that you do. It really helps me out, and it also makes sure that other people can see my channel as well, because I want to be one of the best female YouTubers for figure vlogging this year. So follow the channel. Anyway, lots of love. I'll see you guys in the next one.